Independence Conservancy is one of Pennsylvania's 95 land trusts working to preserve open space and natural places for future generations. These lands help to preserve the rural characteristic and environmental well-being of the Raccoon Creek watershed. The Red Oak Farm contains 38 acres of mature hardwoods and open fields in the headwaters of Fishpot Run, a secluded tributary to Raccoon Creek. And now, the dedication of the Red Oak Farm.
The McConnell Family and the Independence Conservancy welcome everyone here today, September 23rd, 2007, to dedicate the conservation easement and the permanent preservation of Red Oak Farm. Let's go, Peg. Let's go.
On behalf of the McConnell family side of the equation to thank all of you for being here today. I really appreciate it. I hope you've had a good time. I also want to just thank the Conservancy, Al and all of the other directors and members, and Vicki for the superb experience that we have had in working with you all and reaching the result that we did. I've got to say that I've practiced law for nearly 29 years, and the toughest negotiator that I've ever dealt with is Vicki, who lets nothing get by. But you have an extraordinarily capable and dedicated and talented person who really serves you very well. So I promise to be brief, so thank you very much.
Thank you, Ted. We have a couple things to do yet here this afternoon. I've passed out some literature to you. The first is this booklet, In Their Own Words, which is published by the Pennsylvania Land Trust Association, of which the Independence Conservancy is a member. I certainly don't expect you to do it right now, but please take this home and read the stories written by these individuals about why they chose to preserve their lands. And this is an extremely moving and touching document that really says it all much better than I could. And I just want to read one small excerpt from here that I think sums up the entire philosophy of why we do what we do. This was written by a gentleman in eastern Pennsylvania who his father offered to give him his farm. And he said, "What will you do with it if I give it to you?" And he said, "If you leave it to me, I will give it away. I will give it to no one. I will give it to everyone. I will give it back to God. I will make it a preserve." And really, that is the highest and best thing that any one of us could do with our land. And we are very grateful here today to the McConnell family for making the decision to preserve this piece of land forever. It's only 38 acres, but it is a start, and we are very proud to commemorate that here today. A few weeks ago, I was watching a special on PBS about the Second World War. A group of Marines were being interviewed about their experiences on Iwo Jima. And there was a big fella, real big guy. He said that he was 18 years old at the time, but he was only 150 pounds and 6'2". And he said he didn't make much of a target because he could press himself flat against that sand of the beach. He said it was like digging in a grain bin because the granules were so big, and he would try to dig a foxhole and it would just cave in on him. And the best thing that he could do to preserve himself was to press himself flat against that beach. And one day he and his buddy were working their way up a slope, and his buddy turned to him and said, "When this war is over and I go home, not if but when this war is over and I go home, I'm going to be a farmer. And he said, why? And he said, I'm going to take care of the land because the land has taken care of me. And what a profound statement to make. And I sincerely hope, we have no way of knowing, but I sincerely hope that that man got to live that dream. And that maybe somewhere still in this country, that man is living that dream, taking care of land, and has taught other people to do the same. So that's about it for my portion. I'm going to turn over the activities to Barb Rupert, our environmental educator, who has a environmental stewardship exercise for you, and work through that with her. And when we're finished with that, we can walk around the property and take a look firsthand at what it is that we've preserved here. And please enjoy yourselves, get to know each other. I know there are a lot of people here who don't know each other, but we're all working on a common goal, and we're all friends, and we all need to work together and keep going. Thank you.